Alrighty, welcome to the first game of the semi-final. For those of you watching on YouTube, we are going to make you guys tune in here with us. Welcome. So this is the first semi-final where we have MCWest going up against Hooplah. Again, very excited to see what these players come up with. A little bit more closed map players, I'd say, but I definitely think both players can certainly adapt to any situation. Both really strong players. They're actually equal in terms of their elo range. I believe Hooplah might just be a little bit higher in terms of the elo, but not by much. It wasn't enough to have a handicap. So Hooplah probably going in as the slight favorite as well, but obviously Hooplah is our reigning champion of the previous Sun Tzu Cup that we hosted as well, which was also open, or not quite open elo, but 1400 and below, and Hooplah is an underdog winning that tournament too. So I definitely don't think you can discount him by any means in this tournament especially. So we have MCWest going Turks, Lithuanians, Khmer, Dravidians, Vikings, Berbers and Bengalis, Byzantines for Hooplah, Vietnamese, Burgundians, Poles, Ethiopians, Hindustanis and Bohemians. I like it. Feels very versatile. It doesn't feel, it feels like both players have obviously picked for a few maps. They realize that we're not going to be playing closed maps. We don't have enough closed maps to do that, but they've realized, okay, I need to still pick according to different maps for what's needed. So Lithuanians, really good cav civ from MCWest with Khmer as well. Dravidians, pretty strong infantry of Vikings, having infantry slash arbalest as well. Berbers for cavalry, and Bengalis just being Bengalis. But Turks, I feel like we're going to see that pick. I wonder if that was a strategic pick even from MCWest. Trying to take that off the board early for a possible double arena strat from Hooplah, because my memory is quite foggy, but I feel like we saw Hooplah have a very strong Turks play in double arena in Sun Tzu Cup. I'm not sure about the last game that we had. I don't think we, unless it was. But anyway, if you wanted to watch it, it's on my YouTube. Hooplah's round one game against Castigo in double arena. That was a very good game by Hooplah, very well executed double arena. I forget the civ, it might have been Bohemians though, but again I forget. Byzantines, still a great arena civ to pick for Hooplah. I can definitely see why they would go with that. That was the classic close. Vietnamese, cool, I like Vietnamese. Burgundians, Poles also good. Burgundians quite good on a closed map. Ethiopians good open. Hindu, just a really good booming civ as well. So who knows what we're going to see from Hooplah. Magyars and Italians off the board. Actually, it was Italians, wasn't it, on for Hooplah in the round one of this tournament, I'm pretty sure. So that's interesting then that MCWest would ban Italians. Obviously saw the game beforehand. I just had a flashback of the Genoese crossbow for that game. Interesting. And Magyar is obviously a very strong cavalry civ off the board for MCWest if we want to go open. Cool. Well, I wonder what they've picked for the first map. Let's have a look. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to switch the scene. So it's going to be dark for a second, but bear with me. That's purely just so you don't see the back end of the replays that give away any hints. I'm trying to keep this as surprising as possible for all of you at home. Right. Alright, bear with me. We're going to load Capture Age very shortly. Now, Mango, remember the game we're casting. There we go. Okay. Alright, so game one is on Land Madness. We can confirm that. Alright, let's get the predictions going as well before we get fully into it. So give me 1 second, everybody. I will need to change this as well. Let's just pause this just so we can have a smooth transition. Give me 1 second. Casting. Now I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in chat, if anyone knows better, but I'm pretty sure this is the rough ELO range that we're looking at. And it'll be 0% handicap. Mango spell. Mango can spell. He thinks he can, perhaps. There's a best of 3. Hooplah, Hindus, and MCWest, Khmer. And we're on Land Madness. Excellent. Let me just fire up predictions real quick so you can bet those juicy mangoes. Alright, so we have MCWest. And Mango can't type, even better. Or Hooplah. Right. Should need to get some more mods or something, I swear. Mods can do this stuff, right? Alright, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to pick. Let me see, MCWest versus or Hooplah to win, best of 3. MCWest and Hooplah start prediction. And that should be in there for you now. Beautiful. Alright, awesome. Predictions is on and we are ready to go. I only had mods. I only had mods that were on. Alright, perfect. The game is on the way. Oh, you're a experienced mod, aren't you? We may have to have a chat. Alrighty. So in the cyan corner, we have MCWest as the Khmer. And Hooplah in the pink/purple corner as the Hindustanis. We are on Land Madness, and just remember for Land Madness, this is the one obviously where it's quite difficult to wall in the woodlines. Oh, we've got double sound. Give me 1 sec. We're having some technical issues here. Alright, Mango's back. Alright, smooth sailing from now on. Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Alright, so remember Land Madness, this is the one where we've got the quite obscure kind of woodlines that's a bit of a pain to wall. And you can't fully wall off your base because obviously you can't wall in this little stony area. You are missing a boar. You only get 1 boar because you get a berry bush. So a little bit of a different start, but remember there's a plenty of berry bushes and deer around in this map as well. So there's definitely not a shortage of food that you can collect on the map. It's just you might have to risk it for the biscuit. And kind of set up a meal a little bit further away from the TC, which means defending the woodlines and kind of the food is going to be a little bit more difficult if you want the free food that's on the map. So those of you who don't know the civs that well, so the Khmer, well, both more of a cavalry civ. However, Hindus don't actually get knights, so they're really strong camels. Best camels in the game. Khmer, on the other hand, still a little bit more cavalry. However, the good, bit of idle veal there. Khmer, the best thing about them is they don't actually have to drop off food on their farms. So as they are kind of collecting food from the farm, it just gets automatically dropped off, which is great. You also don't need buildings to click up, so if you're someone like me that's just a bit of a potato sometimes and forgets things, it's fantastic for when you've forgotten that second building. You don't need it. You don't even need that first building. Just click up. You've got the res, no dramas. Alright, and now Hoops has gone to the berry bushes, and we have slightly similar idle TC time from both players. Both players pushing some deer as well. West has already pushed all the deer. Taken in the boar. Hasn't gone out to the berries though. 14 to 14 veals. Pushing in the rest of the deer. So Obviously, with Land Madness, we tend to see a lot of early aggression. It's very rarely you see someone trying to fast castle, unless your name is Mango Lord and you're new to the game. You're playing something called Kings League, and you try and fast castle with Franks, and you end up playing an almost 1.5 hour game because you almost died to a Tatty Rush on Land Madness. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Alright, and now we have... Okay, so West under the TC, no real dramas though. Some idle villas from it. Hoops trying to now scout, or trying to chase down the opponent's scout. So West has now got a good look at their base. Let's see what Hooplah is seeing. I don't know if Hooplah's been staying local, checking out the sites, wants to know their own map well first. We're going to see a bit of a hill strike from here. Yes, yeah, okay, we've got a bit of a scout battle to start us off. West with the hill advantage here, but now it looks like it's going to be in Hoops' favour. Hoops will win this fight unless West pulls out. I don't think West is going to pull out from this. And West does lose his scout, which is not good at all. You've now lost all that scouting ability. Rip from West. We do see West clicking up though. 19 vills. So that's more 20 pop when the scout was still around. So Hoops has also clicked up a little bit later. Still has the scout, both having 19 vills out, 20 pop. Well, 19 pop now technically for West. West slapping down some farms. 4 on berries. And 5 on wood. Seems like there's a lot of wood here from West. I wonder if we're going to see even a double stable. We do see the barracks. And we also see the barracks from Hooplah.
Adesh.
We're going to take the sheep as well. Still hasn't taken that last berry bush. West has taken the last berry bush. Has a couple of sheep around. 4 on berries. We've got to be assuming scouts from both players. And spears as well. So, I don't know. I feel like we'll see just a couple of scouts, to be honest. I don't think we're going to see an all-in. But I definitely could be wrong. Oh, we're seeing eco upgrades. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see what's what. We might be in for a bit of a longer feudal from West anyway. Double bit from Hoops. In horse collar. Okay. See what's happening. Now remember, Hooplah does have that scout. It's been... There we go. So we've just found West's base right now. So we do finally have confirmation of a stable. Idle TC time, pretty much the same. Going up and up for West. It's currently idling right now as we speak. See, every second counts at this point as well. We really don't want to have that TC idle for longer than what it needs to be. West now, not sure if that's going to take... I don't know what's happening here. I'm assuming must be going to chop wood. Remember, actually, one of the bonuses for the Khmer, you can actually garrison 5 villages into a house. So that can be huge here. That's probably why we're not really seeing... Oh, no. There we go, lumber camp, excellent. That's probably why we're not seeing any walls at the moment from West, but no walls from Hooplah yet. Obviously, no player really being rushed. We have 1 spear out for Hoops, but nothing out just yet. West, just the 4 scouts. We're going to see a blacksmith. Let's try and boost these up. No, we are not. Okay. Now, where is West going? Looks like they're going to be... See, I do like this because you can go straight into the opponent's base, but you know that's where the military is going to be. That's where the spears are. Bless me. Alright. So maybe West is trying to scout out any openings or any like villages around that Oh, I like the forward spear as well, but remember the house bonus is going to be quite handy for the Khmer here. Don't get the pick. The spear is still going to be out. West now still trying to find someone, trying to find some damage. He's going to cause some idle eco time here. Looks like West is going to find those veals. No, doesn't find the veals. Finds the spear. Oh, the spear's not attacking. No, doesn't even get one hit. Not a single touch. Does also take the spear here. We're going to see a woodline battle. And looks like West is going to take this relatively easy. Might get a pick here though, just for not paying attention. But we need to have a look, see what's happening over there. Veal's now off of food. There is plenty happening over here. Scout also goes down. The scout now just running away. I wonder if that's the original scout. Maybe not. Alrighty. And it does end up going down. So we ended up having a fair few spear out for West. West now has dealt with it. He's probably going to be focusing on this forward army. Doesn't have to be focusing on their base now. And that was a really good cleanup from MCWest. Hooplah though, just too quick, preemptively walling there, and I think your best bet is just to move on and try and find some more veals that are around on the map. Unfortunate that they just didn't find these ones, to be honest. And a little bit of a stalemate here. Looks like West might be focusing on their eco, trying to fix a few things up here. Has moved on to gold. We don't see a blacksmith just yet. No upgrades. 2 scouts at home as well. Imagine the damage they could be doing if they were over here. Again, no upgrades just yet. West is house popped though. 31 veals to 29. The idle TC time now is creeping up from West. So even though West was able to clear up all of those scouts, Hooplah now does have the veal lead. Remember, Hooplah actually gets cheaper veals as part of the Hindustani's bonus too. So it's going to be a little bit cheaper and easier for Hooplah to be able to click up or make some more military. But if we have a look, West is almost there. Maybe this was intentional to try and click up, but doesn't really have the buildings, I think. It doesn't have the gold anyway. So maybe this is just a trickle over from the Khmer. From the Khmer bonus, farming bonus. Just not really predicting that we're going to be gathering food a little bit faster. Oh, does see it just in time. Causing a bit of a headache with these veals. Pestering around. Oh, don't take that fight. Don't take that fight. Hooplah's like, come on, come on. Break attention just for a second. I just need a second. But he's actually dragging him away. But, oh, this is the lapse in attention that Hooplah wanted. But also these spears now are quite far away. And Hooplah will clean this up now. And this is the brutal part about Age of Empires. Just takes that moment. And no over chop here from Hooplah. And the scout's just going straight over. Spears returning home. Oof. Do you see a market though from West? And Pete also saying that getting a blacksmith here would be a mistake. So do back the market. Don't need buildings, so thank you for the reminder, Hooplah. Bloodlines. Ah, sorry. There we go. Alright, well, regardless, we are both up at the same time. Hooplah actually sold some stone, bought some food, sold some wood, and is on the way up. I suppose that's a good move really, because I don't really see a 3TC move happening here from Hooplah or either player for that matter. Let's see what eyes that we have on from either player. So West has gotten a really good scout at the moment of Hooplah's base. Hooplah also has gotten great visibility on the map. They've done a really good job scouting. So even though they did lose their scouts, they did effectively look all over the map. Bloodlines now coming in from Hooplah. Don't have any blacksmith upgrades. Do we have a blacksmith? We have a stable. No blacksmith. We have a blacksmith. Don't even have another stable just yet either from... Oh, we do have a blacksmith, no stable. Okay, so I wonder what we're going to see now. We're going to see a bit of aggression now. The hard part here though, if West is going to be getting bloodlines, +1/+1, what is this going to look like in terms of castle age? Because if you go straight into knights, you're up against Hindu camel. Blacksmith is on the way now. Scout's not really getting any value just yet. I think we must have missed one eco kill from Hooplah. Setting his spear forward, I do rate that quite highly, getting good scout of the opponent's base just to see what's what, or maybe not under the TC. Oh, get out of there. I think, oh, no, goodbye spear. Oh, goodbye one spear. Well done getting it out of there. I'll have a spear off, and hold on, I said we're not going to see a 3 TC boom, but it looks like I'm kind of wrong. We already have camels coming out from Hooplah. We have the second TC as well. Do we have any eco upgrades? No, I don't think we'd have res for that, but MCWest is floating 1,000 food. That's a lot of food to be floating. I suppose at this point, the initial point of castle age, wood is the thing that you're spending the most, trying to expand your base, expand the economy, things like that, but still just so much food and even a surplus of gold really, so I suppose we're going to see a bit of a boom off though here from West. It's just going to be more a matter of fact of, I suppose, either keeping Hoops busy or just hoping that Hoops isn't going to be able to overrun you with those camels. You see the camel is absolutely eating the scouts there. So we do see the pikeman upgrade and bow saw. I do think that's the right play. Obviously you know that your opponent is going camel. You do only have knights, so not going to be much point really going into knights when they're already into their camel. +1 armor. Getting the eco upgrade, we're seeing bow saw. So 2 TC from Hooplah, so we're not going to see the 3. See the pipe coming in, doing a bit of damage. And I think really West is actually going to play this one a little bit more defensive, which is a bit surprising to me. I don't see West boom that often either. Is on stone already, so probably thinking of a defensive castle and then going into Imperial Age. Are we going to... No. We won't see the unique thing. No, we're not going to see that. Oh, chat, help me. Unique unit from Khmer. Mango. Oh no, this is embarrassing. Ballista Ellie. There we go. There we go. Alright, cool. Thank you, Hoops. We got there. Oh, man. You know, like tip of my tongue thing. Alright, anyway, let's go back to the game. So, we have the pike, we have the monk. I rate this from West. Dealing with the cav quite well, but this is amazing from Hoops. Laying down the house, and I wonder if West actually sees this though as well, because there's one thing us seeing it, and it's another thing if it's... Oh no, we do. We have eyes on because of the mill, I believe. So at least West is going to be able to see that. Also has enough for a castle, so I don't think this is actually going to do, and good conversion there from West, good value. That will be open, there's no pike over here either. The pike, oh, busy, no, just over here, okay. In on the wood line. And Hooplah is all over at the moment. Still only +1 armor. Is going to be +2 attack pike though. And this castle is going to defend, I suppose, a cool chunk, but I don't know. I'm unsure of this castle. I think it's good because you're protecting a bit of a wood line. You're protecting the center. It just doesn't feel like it's protecting a lot, and you're getting some veils all over. What is happening here? We're trying to get this castle up. It's not... We're getting 5 viewers have died since this raid. 8, 9. Oh, and that's just going up and up and up. West just trying to be a bit too defensive here, I feel. And it hasn't really worked. We've got some idle vills. Idle TC time has gone up to 6 minutes. And we don't even have the vill lead with 3 TCs either. I just don't think this is the play that West really had in mind. I don't think this is what they quite visualized few idle vills around, but it's definitely not too late to turn this around. Definitely feels like Hooplah has the momentum here, but with that castle, it feels like a bit of a saving grace, but maybe if that castle was on a hill, you at least protect the stone, you protect the gold, you protect a bit of the wood line as well. So, but I think West just really wanted that castle down, not really thinking too much about placement, just saw the camel, saw the siege workshop, and was just like, get me a castle. Now the only thing with playing Hindu, obviously, you're going to have a direct counter on the arm, the elephant with the pike, but I suppose any melee armor at the end of the day will beat rams anyway. Hindu camel, remember they do get the bonus versus the buildings as well, so they are just going to eat through them a lot faster. Are we going to see chain barding armor from MCWest? Not really. Okay, we're going to see some stuff. Maybe we're going to see a bit of a raid here. Maybe West feels like I need to raid and put a bit of pressure on myself because, I mean, I'm just letting my opponent do what they want at the moment. So, could be what they're thinking. I do like that we're going, oh no, we're going to see Ellie's. Okay. I mean, Ellie's still going to be slightly countered from camel riders. We have a mixture still, so we need some chonkers. That can definitely help. But I mean, the pike is going to be what's really key here. You just lost the second barracks. Oof. And castle on your face. Bills are idled in the town centre. That castle as well. I mean, at least if you deny here, a bit of an army here, then you're denying access, really. I mean, it just doesn't feel like West is in a great spot, especially with this TC now being garrisoned for goodness knows how long. The idle TC time, the idle eco time. West is definitely against the wall. Hooplah now is selling some food, getting gold, and with that castle, they'll definitely be able to click imp. Oh, they already have the buildings regardless. So we have the siege workshop, we have the monastery. Hooplah has clicked imperial, and West somewhat close, but it's just not going to be close enough, I feel, and also doesn't really have the army to be able to deal with the camel, even if we are able to get a trebuchet down. Don't have any vills being produced either, and the 80 vills now from Hooplah in just a nice peaceful base that hasn't really seen a whole lot of raiding, nothing like this at the very least. And we are going to see those vills kind of escape, come back here, we're seeing the mill, the Khmer, I love it, and then probably realise, hold on, I'm Khmer, I don't need that. And now the camels are coming in. We'll see those elephants as well, but the castle is here. Oh, it has found that as well. West now having to push the Ellies across to try and deal with just a couple of camel, picking off so many vills. Ooh. Imperial will come in very soon for Hooplah. Perhaps West is kind of banking on maybe they'll get up to imp first, be able to treb down the castle. They've still got some ballista, sorry, not ballista Ellies, just some battle elephants. And it just feels like that was quite a good pick, I feel, for Hooplah going Hindustanis on Land Madness, knowing that you're probably going to see a civilization that has scouts, more likely than not, and just thinking, well, what's going to counter? What's a good civ that's going to be able to counter, I suppose, Castle Age Knights, Hindustanis? So I feel like that was a really good play, being able to get some cheaper vills out as well with their bonus. But Hoops just played this really well. Strategizing from the very start. I really feel like they definitely had a plan coming in to this. And the monks now as well. We've got 3 monks. And getting a battle elephant converted just stings so much. And GG is caught. Hooplah taking out game 1 in a very, very dominant performance. Well done to Hooplah taking out Land Madness. Alrighty, game 1 is done. Hooplah takes the lead 1-0 in the first semi-final. Bit of a back and forth feudal age. It definitely felt like West had the scouts there. It was unfortunate losing them here. Obviously, Hooplah also lost their scouts too. So it was a bit back and forwards. I felt like West could have probably done a little bit more damage. It was unfortunate not to see the vills that were over here, taking deer or berries or both. Hooplah doing a good job just walling up. I just think the difference here was the decision for 3 TCs. I think on Land Madness, you've got to be quite aggressive. Even a 1 TC. I was even surprised people are going 2 TCs, but I suppose Hindustanis, you can get away with it because of the cheaper vills, so it's not as hard to get continual production of villages out. But regardless, good game, well played to both players of game 1. Let's fire up game 2. I'm excited to see where we go from here. Give me 1 second. What do we think of game 1, chat? What were the defining moments in your opinion? What did West do well? What did Hoops do well? What did the players maybe... How could they have altered their gameplay? Resources spent on elephants, dropped on pikes or crossbow. Feel like it might have worked better. But under that pressure, it's hard to play. Absolutely, we get the benefit of when we watch these casts, right, of just kind of chilling. We're at home, drinking a coffee, drinking a tea, whatever it is, our drink of choice is. And, yeah, just being able to critically analyze a full open map, or not open map, but we have no fog of war. We're not having to think and click buttons and all the rest. Hooplah, I think they needed something for Scorpions too. Line. You have told me this, Combat. You have told me this. How do I add it? You tell me. Alright, here we go. Game 2 of the semi-final, and this is now do or die for MCWest. They need to get this win. There's no ifs, buts about it. They need to win this game. But I do know for a fact that MCWest is strong on Nomad, so I'm not surprised with this pick at all. I do believe it was actually MCWest that picked this in the map pool, so let's see how they go. Hooplah looks like they're going to be, yeah, they got their TC down first. They've got 2 vills on, and it looks like West, I don't know if they took that vill off at one stage or if it just got over, but they were away for a second. We do have a dock over here from both players. Obviously, where your dock is just always luck, and I probably prefer Hooplah's, but we'll see how that goes in the long term. So remember, Byzantines, they are going to get the faster fire ships. Dravidians going to get a nice wood bonus as well every time they age up, which is great for the docks. And you also get a bit of housing space from memory from their dock too, so you don't need to build that first house, so you can save up a little bit of wood for your fishing ship. So normally I believe on Nomad you're going to have about 5 villages on wood, and then you can just start adding them to food, so that way you can get a good constant production of fishing ships. And I think West might want to take this boar. It's so close to both players. Let's just quickly look if anyone has got an inkling of where the other person is. I don't think they do, but let's just double check this, right? Go. They definitely have no idea that they're actually so close to each other. West getting a good scout of the base though, but is choosing to sacrifice that one villager. And look at, hold on, I didn't even acknowledge the base positions. Let's even have a look at that, because obviously that's so detrimental on Nomad as well. Hooplah has deer, gold, berries, and a beautiful woodline. West has deer, has gold, has the woodline, doesn't have those berries, so feels like they're at a slight disadvantage. However, look at this position, right in the middle of the map, and you've got all of this space. Whereas Hooplah is probably already somewhat cornered, unless they can push and put a lot of aggression onto MCWest. One fishing ship, 9 vils, 10 vils. So just a slight difference here. Both players have gotten loom. West is going to get the deer. Didn't find the buffalo though. Hooplah hasn't found them just yet, unless they're going to find them right now. And that's going to be a good early scout. I think Hooplah is going to find this. Oh no. Oh, no way. That's so close. I mean, it's no. I wonder who's going to take that boar. Both players have also found this boar too. What have we got? 11 vils, 12 vils, 2 fishing ships, but 1 being produced right now for Hooplah. 1 just clicking now for West. Still pretty even. I feel like we're not going to see anything too crazy to begin with, although. Let's have a look at the res quickly. Yeah, much of a muchness. We are getting now the Rhino coming in for Hooplah. Hooplah getting good. Scouted their base, but did not scout West. Now let's just double check. I don't think we saw anything from West either. And West has done a lot of scouting, but neither player have been able to find each other. 13 vils to 15, so Hooplah getting that slight lead. And this is the hard part. West has milled the deers in the right expression. Oh, and Hooplah's also taking the rhino as well. Hasn't even bothered to touch the berries just yet. That's 2 rhinos now from Hooplah. And it looks like Hooplah is probably going to find West now with this water buffalo. Did we see? We still did not see. I don't think we've seen any vils either. We do have a rhino being pulled in by West. I wonder if West is... See that buffalo's gone. Do they? Sorry, the rhino. Surely they do. I mean, we're gonna see a house from... No. We're gonna walk on by. This is madness. This is craziness. 17, 19, and just getting that Vil lead is Hoops. Hoops on 359 food. 250 and 40 as well. Looks like they're not far off clicking up at all. And West is going to find another rhino. Thank goodness. It really feels like they needed to find it. And Hooplah having a good scout of their base. The thing I've noticed with Hooplah, they always scout like the very close proximity of their base first. So like that. Oh, let's go straight. It'll find the house. There is a house here. Okay, so it's found the house. But you're not going to know which direction. But you know that there's a wood line here. And it looks like Hooplah is going to be the first one to find. Yep. There we go. Hooplah has now found West. West has seen it come in from the north. I wonder if West is going to think that... Unless they've already scouted the north, though. I feel like they already have. Well, they have. So, unless they think they're further up here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, no. Hold on. We missed this. I missed this. So I think both players actually know where each other are. Feudal Age have been clicked up by both players. We have 6 fishing ship versus 7, 21 vils. Hooplah will be up first as well. Double dock from West, double dock from Hooplah, and remember that MCWest is going to have that nice wood bonus come in as well. Hooplah up to feudal age. We're going to see some fire ships. Now, hold on. I've also just kind of neglected the water aspect of this game. Have either player found... Oh, no way the water buffalo is going to find the dock. And it does. It will. Madness. Oh, no way. Well done by Hooplah. Great job scouting. See, now this is intentional though. Look at this other water buffalo. Hooplah's been doing this on purpose. This is how they scout. Love it. Now they've got eyes on. They found the dock. They know exactly where to go with these fire ships that are coming through. 2, 1 each. Oh, okay. We're going to see some archers come in as well. For West. Lumber camp over here, no lumber camp from West, no eco upgrades from either player, and that fire ship is going to be making its way up to the top of the map. West does a good job of being able to get their own fire ship out, and we're going to have a battle of the fire ships, and let's not on patrol. Oh, they both meet each other at the exact same time, but the good thing about it being a little bit closer here, West is going to get the second fire ship first. Hooplah is going to have to retreat here, but the backup is on the way. And we're going to see some more fire ships coming. One in the queue. None from West. But West definitely knows where Hooplah is. They definitely did do a good job scouting. Looks like West is now putting on the aggression, which is a great play you've got. Oh no. Was it the single one? Oh, it was too. So West just looking away obviously for a second. And oh, the sneaky Dockville. So we got 4 fire ships. Full HP versus one of West's fire ships. But West has clicked up to castle. Hold the phone. We weren't even looking at that for a second. Whereas Hooplah has invested a lot onto water. He's going to be probably clicking up a little bit later, but still on the way. They're still on the way. And we're seeing now going to stone as well. I feel like we might see a bit of aggression here from West. Perhaps we're okay with losing water, because remember, once they clicked up to feudal, they only had 6 fishing ships to begin with. Once they're up at feudal, so they haven't been making any more either. They haven't really bothered. People are now making a bit more. So I feel like the strategy of West is, I'm okay to lose water. And here we go, the archers have come out and gotten them off of gold, and this is huge for West. This aggression coming through, soon to be crossbow, unless we're just going to go straight into a siege workshop, and that will be borderline disastrous for Hooplah. It's great having water, but if you don't have, oh, don't lose those archers. You cannot afford to lose those archers. I feel like the play for Hooplah. What is the play? Let's think about this for a second, chat. So we do have enough now to click up. Do we have the buildings? A chihuahua. We do not have the buildings. We love this though. Love the tower. The main issue is if we get a villa out with a mango, just repairing that. Oof. We do have the res. We just don't have the buildings, but we don't have the wood. We have some idle villages in here, and I think we can feel Hooplah sweating in their seat in this game. We can see that MCWest has kind of just dropped the hammer, not bothered with water, and just been like, I'm going aggressive. I am putting everything I've got into this. And we do see the crossbow upgrade come in. We have only fletching so far, but we have a mango on the way as well. Hooplah doesn't see the siege workshop just. And I think we're still going to find out, well, West is going to find out very quickly that I can't go back there. So that's a great tower by Hooplah. It's definitely at least bought them some time to at least chop some more wood and mine some more gold. Fantastic tower. The only problem is this mango of that Ville. It's going to go straight for the TC. Go straight for the jugular. And at this stage, why not? Really? Go for the TC. They're still in feudal. And we're only just seeing the second building coming down now. Oh, sorry, we do have both buildings. We've got an archery range, we've got a blacksmith, and a stable already. But no clicker. Cancelled Castle Age. Oof. Pointed out by Pete. An accidental cancelled Castle Age. And, ooh.
Sorry.
I think we've had a accidental. Whoop. And yeah, we'll lose some crossbows. Not going to lose them all, thankfully. Thankfully for West. But Hooplah, I don't think they've realised that. And there we go, the Castle Age has been clicked. Oh, and that has definitely put them just behind in this game. You hate to see it. You hate to see an unclick. Intentional dive by West, they reckon. Wanting to get the vills, wanting to get the picks. KD from Hooplah, 61. He's looking quite good, and West with a castle. Remember, we did have some vills on stone. And this aggression, oof. And this is just Nomad at its finest almost. This is what we will see in a Nomad game. First player up into a castle drop. Most of the time he's going to get the job done. See the scouts now trying to come in and get a pick. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. Our castle's going up. Castle Age almost coming in. That TC goes down beforehand. Oh, it might now that the castle's up. I don't think it will though go down. If West brings these crossbow down, but I think, yeah, with those dead vills, regardless, this is just too much of a scramble. We do have Castle Age now for Hooplah, who still has the score lead, mind you. 800 food. Elite Skirm now coming in. West is now taking the KD lead. And no more idle TC time from Hooplah. But the idle eco time is going to be going up. We have this Elite Skirm upgrade coming in, so he is going to be dealing now with the crossbow at the very least. And we still have one scout in queue. Now let's just backtrack to West's base. Looks like we are quite all in here, I would say. We are getting a unique unit, the Roomy Swordsman as well from MCWest to be able to put a little bit more pressure. I don't know if your Hooplah, it feels like a difficult task, right? Your Roomy Swordsman is going to be able to come in, cause a bit of a nightmare here. West does take the score lead. Outpost meta. Wow, look at this. From West. It's like I don't even know West anymore from the arena clown I once knew. And it's now 47 to 19 villages. And we're going to see a bit of a migration now to the north. Hooplah is going to have a bit of a reboot, but the only problem is we don't have the wood, but we do have food to sell if there is a market, which there is not, that I can see on the map. Oh, we did have enough for a lumber camp up here though, so we could chop some wood. Still have water, and Hooplah does call GG. And good game, well played MCWest, just really strong on Nomad. This is their bread and butter, like we were saying at the start of the game. This was West's choice, one of their choices for the map lottery. So for those of you that weren't around at the very start of this tournament, we actually had a lottery to select maps, and MCWest actually selected Nomad, so they're definitely strong on this map. So well done on Hooplah. I thought really good job getting water, but good job by West scouting the opponent. I think having probably the better map in terms of just general TC positioning. Hooplah had some really nice resources around their TC, but I think just really well executed from MCWest there. Similar to like what we've seen with Hooplah in the past, where Hooplah has that plan, sticks to it, and just puts a lot of good pressure on the opponent. So well done West, well done Hooplah as well, and we're going to game 3. So West does hang on for the next one. However, Hooplah will get to select the final map. So this is the advantage of taking out game 1, obviously. 1, you kind of know that, well, I've taken out the one that means the most. The first one, I've got the monkey off my back. If I lose the second one, well, I've got game 3. And at least game 3, the deciding one is going to be your map of selection 2. So, what do we reckon? Chat, so far, the TV. Amen. Can you move chat so it's not covering the minimap, please? Yes, I'll do that. Is it casting though? Is it still spam in casting? Do we have chat come up? Spam the chat with 11s and 1s and love hearts. Mostly it has to do with media maker behind winning water. If you get to castle age, SW. What's SW? Remind me. Up to the latest same time you get SW. You can hold that ease. I once watched a Game of Thrones at the pub when I asked nicely. That sounds like it would have been a great pub trip cover. Not in casting, maybe just when your face pops up. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's the casting one. Okay, cool. I need to come up with another one then. But yeah, okay, no dramas, no drama llama. Let's head to game 3. I'm waffling absolute rubbish. YouTube, I am sorry. No, you're just eager to see the next game. Alright, let's load up game 3, everyone. Let's get some hype in chat for game 3 of the first semi-final of David vs Goliath. I was going to call it Sun Tzu Cup. Mom, on YouTube. Let's make sure this is the correct match. It is. Wait, what? Am I seeing this right? Was this a wrong selection? Whoa, and we're super close and super open. Alright, well, hold on. Game 3 is on Arabia, and Hooplah selected game 3. This is not what I was expecting at all. What is happening here? What is going on? I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what's happening. What's going on? There's one thing I know with West as well. West and I have been playing a fair few team games recently. I think Arabia may not be their favorite, as we can see in chat. It's definitely not West's favorite. Alrighty. Well, here we go. Game 3. Winner moves on to the grand final of David vs Goliath. Winner moves on to take on the other opponent on the other side of the semi-final, and either way the winner is going to walk away with some Hosky tokens and one day become millionaires. Probably, possibly, maybe not. Alright, so Burgundians, Lithuanians. Let's analyze this matchup just for a second. Lithuanians, really strong cavalry, need to get the relics. Do also start off with a bit more food. I'm missing out a whole bunch of other stuff as well, I know it. I know the unique unit is the lightest as well. Lightest? Is there anything else that's really sensational about the Lith, chat? What else is there? I feel like there's more to them than this. I know they're a very strong civ, very popular on Arabia. Burgundians. See, I was expecting to see Burgundians on like double arena. I'm quite surprised with this pick. Obviously, we're going to get the eco upgrades. Oop, We can get eco upgrades earlier. However, we can get Cavalier in Castle Age. Interesting. Are we going to see the eco upgrades? I mean, a bit earlier. Surely we've got to, though. Surely we've got to see this. Surely we've got to see the eco upgrades be used, the early eco upgrades. And let's have a look. Both players scouting. And as you do, I feel like both players are going to struggle with this scouting. If I'm Hooplah, I'm looking over here. If I'm West, I'm looking over here. So I actually don't think either player is going to find them straight away. And this is absurdly close. And Hooplah is super open. Does have a nice back gold though. So at least should be able to protect their gold. Forward berries though. Don't lose the Vil. And oh, that sucks. That's tough. That's very tough. I was going to come back and at least take that elephant still. Now we've got back berries. Kind of forwardish side gold. Bit of a side stone as well. Ooh, not going to take the elephant. Go back. Yep, has spotted it just in time. 16 Vils to each player. Sorry, 17 to each player. Very similar idle TC time. Ooh, doesn't kill the ball with a TC. Oh, he might have there. Made me anxious. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know. I don't know why you do it. I don't know why you stress yourselves out. I know there's extra food, less rot time, yada yada yada, but that just stresses me out. You kill the boar / elephant, rhino with your TC. You've just lost so much food. I admire the courage. I really do. Oh, I'm gonna long distance a little bit of berries there. Unfortunate. That's like half a second if even. 19 Vils apiece. We have Loon coming in from West. And we have a barracks, but idle TC from Hooplah. Hoops, what happened? Hoops. We're going to be making some more Vils. Okay. What? Okay. Alright, no, we're going to go Loom. Ooh, okay. Now that idle TC time, I think it's going to sting a little bit, really. We're probably going to see the click up, though. West has clicked up to the next stage. And do we see feudal? Do we have feudal? I'm going to click feudal. Who's going to gold? No, to the wood line. We still haven't seen feudal click up from Hooplah. Idle TC going up and up. Does Hooplah not realize they haven't clicked? Ooh, Hooplah has confirmed in chat, doing the thing that all Age of Empires players have done at least once, or if you're like me, done just multiple times, and will do it again and again and again, and play the game assuming that you've clicked, and then realizing, oh fuck, I haven't clicked. It is not over though by any means. That's most definitely not optimal, but it's far from over. And you got to feel for Hooplah there. You really do. So let's see how West responds. I mean, at least maybe you could get the eco upgrades as Burgundians, but I think that's possibly just rattled a little bit too much. There's a bit too much rattling there. To be thinking that way. To be thinking such things. I mean, West is probably thinking that this is more of a fast castle though, right? And to be honest, that stable only going down now, that's a pretty late stable, so I think that kind of gives Hooplah a bit of a break. West has also fully walled, but obviously Hoops isn't going to be going aggressive at all, and I do love the reaction though. Hooplah kind of seeing that, okay, I haven't, I've bamboozled myself here. I need to try and wall. I need to try and wall yesterday. They've done a really good job. You can see that this is a bit of a sporadic walling, but it's just like, get the bloody thing walled. And I think we are going to wall this side before any scouts are even made. Do we see any scouts now coming in? And we are getting Bosaw. You love to see it already from the Burgundians player. I don't think we have any scouts. Yeah, scouts now just being produced from West. So being far up being the first one up so quickly, unfortunately the scouts just not out yet. We are investing food into the scouts. Spear already out from Burgundians player. So I don't think, even though that stings, I think Hooplah is going to be okay. I think Hooplah is going to recover quite well, all things considering. Looks like we're going to try and snipe this scout. Going to be house walling the side, just a bit of reinforcement. And is now deciding to move forward. And the first thing that's going to be meeting West are 2 spearmen. No upgrades on them. That's fine though, no upgrades either on the scouts. And we've got 4 scouts in total now. Still one being produced as well. West is now pushing forward, attacking the palisade. Oh, they're going to get eaten. Don't let the scouts get eaten. And Hooplah is going to say, thank you. I'll take your scouts. Also repairs the palisades. I don't think there's a wall here. Good job by West, just to double check. And I'll tell you what, Hooplah has recovered, all things considering. Still feel like West is probably in that good spot though. 30 villas, 28. Look, it's still neck and neck, even though we didn't have the click up. Getting wheelbarrow still feels rather close. And okay, we're getting an archery range here from MCWest. Seeing that there's only spearmen out at the moment. What's the way to counter spearmen? Let's see some archers. Already on gold. How much gold do we have? Right on 230. West is also on gold. How many farms? We have, no, that's vills. 14 farms. Okay. Okay. How many on wood? 12 on wood from West, 10 on wood from Hooplah. Feels like both players are relatively managing eco decently well. And we're at a little bit of a chill spot, really, all things considering. Both men of culture. Look, I might with Koa combat. I don't know if I can trust you. No, I suppose I can trust you. After all the time you helping out with stream. I have no choice, really. And West is just going to be scouting out the opponent, doesn't see the military buildings, and Hooplah is going to be the first one clicking up to Castle Age with Bosaw already teched, horse collar as well. I'm going to see double stable, 6 on gold. Do we have the mining upgrade? No, I'm pretty sure the Burgundians get it for free. Is that Burgundians that get the, or is that Bohemians that get the mining upgrade for free? Actually, that's Bohemians. I feel might be. Bohemians, confirmed by Koalolo. And it definitely does feel like Hooplah is probably feeling quite nice, all things considering about their start. He's going to delete that palisade to try and get to these scouts. He's just going to repair this, and let's see if West finds it in time. Oh, well done. West paying attention. Look at that. That's amazing. That is great. I mean, that's not a subtle roast at West, but I don't know. I just feel like we've seen a few scouts eaten. I mean, my scouts get in all the time too. Well done. Getting a sort of good look, but hasn't found the military buildings. The Hooplah is going to be up any second. He's getting the defensive upgrade, the armor upgrade for cavalry. And Hooplah's also done a really good job at scouting the opponent. Also knows that there's an archery range there. So we've received some really good intel about what the opponent's doing. It feels like Hooplah's going to be coming in pretty hot with this double stable. especially with the Knights coming out. They're just going to be able to eat up those archers. And we're also going to see a forward monastery. It's going to take out any possible Knights from MCWest. So this is going to be... Oh, but are we going to get the snipe? And Knights are not going to... Oh, and just doesn't get it. Well, we do already have the Knights out from Hooplah. It can be turned into Cavalier at almost any moment. And that Archer, that's just all going to get eaten by 2 Knights with +1 armor. For breakfast. For breakfast. West has just clicked up, gone into a monastery. And a forward monastery as well, though, from Hooplah. If they're going to try and nab the relics so the Lith player doesn't get it. But if they keep the relics in the middle, West pushes back, they can just nab them right back. But I don't think we're going to get to that point. This seems like quite an aggressive play here from Hooplah. 1 TC from both players. We're getting now just a couple of Knights, and remember though, Hooplah is definitely going to be able to outproduce with 2 stables. We need to see the monks. Get the monks. And do we have upgrades? We have going to be soon +1/+1 Knights from West, and gets the monk out just in time to push back that massive Knights. But Hooplah also does have some monks of their own. I think we're going to go searching for the relics. The side quest is on the way. Both players done a pretty good job scouting. And I just can't get over how close they really are though. Like, that's such a close encounter that both players are going to have. Now West is going to 2 TCs, going +2 armor with Knights. And if they get enough monks out, they can probably defend this quite well. Going to be pushing now with monks. Don't think that they do not see the siege workshop. And Hooplah is playing very aggressive this game. For someone that I know, both players really I feel a little bit more defensive overall. Both players are playing far more aggressively than I thought they were going to. Like, much more. Cavalier now being researched by Hooplah. Still only +1 armor though, but just the Cavalier upgrade. Pikeman also coming in from West, so going to have an answer for the soon Cavalier, and obviously a cheap option as well. Not going to be costing as much gold, so we do... Well, sorry, I do think that we're just going to see West kind of try a little bit more of a boom, play a bit more defensive, and let's just see how that goes. Hooplah, on the other hand, playing very forward, trying to get as many relics as possible. Looks like that's the first one to come in. Going to get a conversion here as well, and I like this fight for Hooplah. I think Hooplah is going to take out this fight, and they definitely do, with plenty of Knights left over. Getting the +2 armor upgrade. Forging already came in, and Cavalier about to come in 5 seconds. Some pike around, getting another relic. That pike is going to see it. I wonder if we're going to kill the monk. Don't think, or we might. Hooplah might not react in time, I think. Oh, no, they'll get there. Just saving that monk. Oh, no! The pike just picked it off, but there's another monk literally just there. And if we have a look now, back in West Base, we've got ×3 Monastery. 2 TC. 3 Monastery, and Lith definitely gets some good monks. There's one sieve that you want to have with some monks, it's a Lith. Atonement coming in for West. How much gold do we have? Got a bit of gold floating. Got another barracks. So it looks like we're going to see more, which I think is the right move. Ooh, scout coming in. Cheeky scout. How did that scout get in? Is there overchop? Oh, maybe here. House ball to go see the gold. Now let's go see Hooplah's for a second. Let's go check in, see what our boy Hoops is doing. Being very aggressive, has slapped down that second TC. 45 veals to 62. So really, for being so forward, possibly hasn't done maybe as much damage as what we'd like. Maybe even seeing those Cavalier going forward, but the hard part is now the longer you wait as well, the more monks that are going to be out. And I don't know how West's monk micro is. I have a feeling it's okay. I remember playing a team game with West and him converting a shit ton of organ guns while he just had the most evil laugh I've ever heard a human being have as he converted the opponent's organ guns straight into GG. Are we going to see a repeat? Can West micro monks? Has he gone to monk school? That's what we want to know. He's going to push back that ram. So we're going to see Pike and monks. Redemption also coming in from West. A few monks here going to be converting. I'm going to see these monks now coming forward, and if all of these monks get a conversion, just one conversion, but it's enough to push him back. We're going to see another one. We're going to see trying to reconvert. We're going to get him back on our side. Hold on. Hoops has gone into light cav. Where are the Pike? The Pike were eaten. Maybe a little bit too soon from West, leaving the monks completely exposed. Might want to wall this. And not going to get it out in time. Oh, a few seconds off, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Get straight access into West's base. 69 vs 52. GG is called! GG has been called, and that is the match. Hooplah taking it out to advance to the grand final of David vs Goliath. Unbelievable, huge, astonishing. That was a really intense third game. Well done to both players. Just give me 1 sec. Let's get this on. Let me try and move chat box just so we're not over the mini map. Oh no, now we're just gonna move the whole thing. Chat box. Let's unlock it. Let's move it around. And let's chat about this for a second. Alrighty, West is back down to the pub. Drown their sorrows. GG, well done West, well done Hooplah, and congratulations Hooplah on advancing to the next round. They were some really good games. That wasn't the game, that just wasn't the games that I was expecting, to be honest. I thought we were going to see closed maps, a bit more boomy, a bit more longer games as well. That was 3 done so quickly. I think we spent hardly any time on that as well. So crazy games, crazy. Well done. Let's just recap this game before I wrap it up, all 3. But for this game, that was so backwards and forwards. I feel like for West, if West just had that stable down a little bit faster and some scouts out, that could have really hurt Hooplah for not clicking up not clicking up when they thought they did. So that definitely hurt Hoops. But then obviously West just wasn't able to capitalize on it. Unfortunately, I think possibly maybe a little bit of inexperience in Arabia showing there. And I don't know if Hooplah knew that though, the inexperience of West on Arabia. Maybe they checked out their AoE 2 net and just saw that this person isn't a fan of Arabia. So I think Hooplah, you've got to watch out. Hooplah's gonna always do his homework. He's gonna know what your strengths and weaknesses are. So I think that's really well done to Hooplah for prepping. Instead of, obviously we've seen how strong Hooplah is on double arena. Hooplah's now shown, hey, I can play Arabia too, when I remember to click up. So backons and forts, I really liked the play here from West, going into pikes and monks, just super unlucky. And well done though from Hooplah, also making light cav preemptively too, and going aggressive. Hooplah still played this marvelously in Castle Age. West also having both players really in Castle Age playing really well. And it just came to, I suppose, down to the micro, having those monks sniped and then not having that house up and into GG. But obviously the first game. Let's go back, see if I can refresh my memory on Land Madness. And Crazy Joe gifting the sub. Thank you very much, Crazy Joe. And sorry, so where was I? Land Madness. But yeah, thank you so much, Crazy Joe. Appreciate the love, and Hooplah, enjoy the gift. But if you haven't as well, everyone, Crazy Joe actually lays the knowledge down with some Age of Empires streams. Very much a strategist by nature. I'd highly recommend popping in to see Crazy Joe when he streams. Top bloke. Top bloke. Chat some Age of Empires, chat some strategies, and also just chat some absolute rubbish as we like to do. So yeah, can't recommend Crazy Joe enough. Check him out. But yeah, back to game one, Land Madness, really backwards and forwards. Yeah, that with, I think, Feudal Age for both players, little bit uneventful. I think just Hooplah going aggressive instead of the 3 TC boom there from West, but the 3 TC boom could have really gone off quite well if it could have been defended just a little bit better. But when you've got that many camels in Hindu camels knocking on the door, that's tough to do. So Nomad though played textbook by West, just a really dominant performance there. And Hooplah again, just adapting to the game really well in game 3. So congratulations both players. That was a very entertaining game. I enjoyed it. I know chat enjoyed it. Thank you West for joining us as well, for joining us in the tournament. You played really well. We hope to see you in the next one. Yeah, and that's the game. I'd love to have both players in for an interview, but we're not doing it live. That's the only thing with recorded games. It's always good having them, but I suppose we always have them in chat, which you don't get when it's live. Alrighty, cool. Alrighty, everyone. So that is the game. Hooplah, our first finalist. Congratulations, Hooplah. I don't know if I have a clapping sound. I do not. So instead, Hooplah.
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
You can get a D's nuts. There you go. Congratulations, Hooplah, on advancing to the final. Alrighty. Let's start off with the next game. Alright, chat. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up. You guys have been very active, and that's great. That's great. I'm glad everyone's interacting with each other. I'm just probably not catching as much as I would like. So I do apologize for that in advance. Let's pay out some predictions. Oh, 1,000 juicy mangoes was on West and 10 on Hooplah. Whoever put 10 mangoes on Hooplah, that's cleaned up. Alrighty. And here we go. So, semi-final number 1 has been completed. Now that leaves us with semi-final number 2. Hooplah now advancing to the final. Again, Hooplah. 2 finals. I've had 3 tournaments and Hooplah's been in the final of 2 of them. Crazy. Now we're going to have Cololo versus Archie. Now, I don't think... Wait a minute. We could have a repeat here of the Sun Tzu Cup final. I've just realised this because Archie was in the final for Sun Tzu Cup as well. So we're going to see a grudge match of both players meeting each other in the final again. Or is Cololo going to upset Archie and nab the spot at a chance to win David vs Goliath? Ooh. Alrighty. Give me 1 second though, everyone.